This week's master to inspire you is Spanish-born Mexican artist Remedios Varo. She lived between the years 1908 and 1963. Remedios Varo's artworks are unique in combining art and philosophy with her life struggles and amazing imagination. She was a political refugee who left her native Spain for Paris during the Spanish Civil War and could not return due to her radical ties. She fled Paris in 1941 and escaped to Mexico, where she lived for the rest of her life. In Mexico, Varo remained friends with fellow refugees from her European circle, including artist Leonora Carrington, who became her closest friend and collaborator. This relationship is so valuable in that it reflects an inherent need for female artists to create supportive networks and value critics. Varo's art was influenced largely by her two husbands. She learned artistic details and technique from her first husband, who was a renowned painter, and learned to use her imagination in her art from her second husband, who was a surrealist poet. Feminism was a school of thought that influenced the art style of Varo. During her life, the male surrealists did not consider their female counterparts as talented. This placed female artists in isolation. Varo artistically reflected the misconceived talents of the woman in her paintings as images of sad women in isolated and confined places. This was her way of responding to the feminine injustices in the art world. Varo's inspiration came from Walter Gruen, an Austrian who had suffered in the concentration camps in Europe. Gruen encouraged her to work on her art, and by 1949, Remedios' style of art had already matured. During the 1950s, Remedios devoted much time and energy to creativity and became further involved with fantastical sources that captured her imagination. Remedios Varo died in 1963 from a heart attack at the age of 55. After her death, Walter Gruen bought her artworks at an auction and donated them to the Museum of Modern Art in Mexico City in 1999. The only piece of art that remained in Remedios' studio was a still life reviving which was given to her mother. Varo's art style is unique and in some cases disturbing. Her canvases are full of surprise features and unexpected combinations. She creates solitary and mystical characters that are involved in scientific activities. One can detect the concept of magic in her art. She uses her own facial features such as large eyes, curved nose, and heart-shaped face in most of her characters. What is common in Varo's art, the use of mythical creatures, alchemy, misty swirls, and utopian vehicles that can go through land, air, and water with sails, gears, and transmissions responding to superior energy. Today, Varo's work has taken on an extensive cultural life. One of her paintings, The Lovers, was the inspiration for the pop singer Madonna in 1995 video Bedtime Story.